Making Sense of Your Game is brought to you by Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Find your local advisor at edwardjones.com. Dustin Johnson's failed four-footer for birdie at the U.S. Open last month sent shockwaves throughout the golf world. Firstly, for the anguish of those watching Johnson suffer another crucial collapse in a major championship. Secondly, for the jubilation of a 21-year-old's second straight major of the season. And finally, for the door it might have slammed shut on two legendary careers. Back into the winner's circle was Jordan Spieth, the exuberant gunslinger from Texas who outlasted a tough Chambers Bay setup. It was another cherry on top of a stellar 2015 season thus far, one that includes wins at the Valspar Championship and the Masters, along with top fives at 5 other events. And if Spieth hadn't already become the new face of professional golf, grabbing the second leg of the Grand Slam near Seattle last month cemented his spot atop the list of the game's most popular players. The Tiger Woods and Phil Mickelson era is over. Even the top-ranked Rory McIlroy has been pushed aside for now. These days, it's Jordan's world. Which brings us to the Open Championship, where Spieth will try for 3 majors in a row. It'll be a daunting task, especially since the Dallas native has not tackled the old course at St. Andrews during an Open, the last championship at the home of golf occurring 5 years ago when Spieth was still in high school. And Spieth couldn't head across the pond early for any reconnaissance either, since the mature beyond his years millionaire honored his commitment to play in the preceding week's John Deere Classic, where he earned his first PGA Tour victory in 2013. Still, with the way Spieth putts the ball and the way he thinks his way around a golf course, it wouldn't be surprising to see him hoisting the claret jug come Sunday. And if he does, those shockwaves will lead to a sonic boom.
It'll be a little crazy. No, I can't really imagine. I'm going to try and stay under the radar, limit everything off course, and try and stay focused on what to do on course. But it's going to be challenging. It's going to be a new challenge, but it shouldn't be too hard. It shouldn't be too hard to at least control the emotions getting ready to when I tee it up for the first round.
Who else might contend? McIlroy for sure. The defending champion finished 3rd at St. Andrews in 2010 when an out-of-character second-round 80 crushed his chances. Louis Oosthuizen won that year, and finally healthy, his game looks great again as he finished just 1 shot behind Spieth at Chambers Bay. If he's over his heartbreak of the U.S. Open, Johnson could also be a threat. He nearly won the British in 2011, finishing tied for 2nd behind Darren Clarke. And Players champion Ricky Fowler has 2 career top 5s in the Open and finished tied for 14th in his first at St. Andrews in 2010. Which brings us to Woods. What can we expect from him at the year's 3rd major? Who knows, really? He was pretty good at the Masters, but awful at the U.S. Open. 2 of his 14 major titles have come at the old course, which he's described as his favorite layout. And certainly, experience will help on the quirky design, where multiple blind shots can unnerve the uninitiated. But it's difficult to see him doing anything of consequence. His game is too far off the rails at this point, and the game is no longer just about him or his longtime rival Phil Mickelson, himself an Open champion. It's about this new wave of stars now being led by Mr. Jordan Spieth.